We got it. Okay.
Wait.
Good afternoon. This is the meeting of the Council on Aging, Elder and Human Services for February 13th, 2023. And it's 3 o'clock, so I will open the meeting and remind everybody about the open meeting law, because we have one person on as hybrid, so that everybody knows the rules and regs, that we will be doing roll calls for votes, since we don't have everybody here. Marge is unable to attend today, so I'm taking over as chairman. And we do have a quorum, so we can get started. Are there any announcements?
Yeah, just want to remind everybody about the little pantry at the Baptist Church. It's been very well stocked lately, and we apologize for the stickiness of the doors. They've swollen with the winter, so we're working on getting them fixed so that you can get into it a little easier and get out of it a little easier. So just come if you need something, and just we ask that you be mindful of other people that are in need also.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Any other announcements?
Town meeting?
Hmm?
Town meeting?
Yes. I want to remind everybody, and we all do, that town meeting is Wednesday at 7 o'clock at the Russell Street Gymnasium. Some real important items are coming up for vote, so it's kind of important that we all attend. Whether you're going to vote yes or no, it's just good that you all attend. So please don't forget.
And transportation is available.
Oh, they do have transportation
I got an
available.
email to that effect.
Okay.
If you need a ride, just call our dispatching number, which is on the back page of the broadcaster, and schedule yourself a ride on our van.
Okay. And do you know if they're going to have handicap accessibles in the front of the building again, like they did before?
They typically do, but I can ask. the
You'll
clerk's
ask
office.
Diane to do that? Okay, that's cool. So we'll be sure to have that. The minutes of January 9th are before you all. Hopefully you had a chance to read them. And are there any questions, corrections, changes that any of you would like to make?
I'll move to accept the minutes as read.
Okay, so Marilyn is moving that we accept the minutes, and Jean is making a second. So I will need a roll call vote. Annalee?
Yes?
Jean?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Marilyn?
Yes.
Sue? Yes. Lorelei? Lorelei?
I can see she's trying.
She's muted, isn't she?
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Nice hat.
Yeah, she's still muted.
Yeah, she's still muted.
Looks like you're unmuted now, Lorelei.
Oh, hello. And Anita was a yes. Yes. And Anita, yes. So that was unanimous. And I see that Sandra just arrived, and
I was
do you,
very punctual. I guess I have to change my watch.
oh, we work fast.
You were punctual last week.
I was early last week. I stayed late, and I was the only one here.
Wow. And did you put on a good performance and
And
everything?
there were no objections to anything.
Oh, well, there you go.
That's great. Never.
That's the way to do it. Would you like to come up to the podium and give your report?
Well, I don't think I need to go to to the podium because all I have to say is we're working on our annual appeal letter, which will go out early next month.
Oh, okay.
That's all I have for my report.
That's the one that normally gets sent out at the end of the year?
No, ours gets out the beginning of the year. We try to time it with tax returns. And also, we're getting new members on the board.
Oh, you are? Very good.
Very good.
We have new
Excellent.
members.
Excellent.
Yes, and I'm very confident we're going to have more before the March broadcast.
Very, very good. You've been busy.
It's looking very busy.
Very good. We like to hear that.
Yes.
Okay.
She should announce that, because no one heard her.
I can't
Would you
write.
mind saying your name?
Sandra Casale, Casale.
And you are now the president of the Friends, is that right?
I am.
I am. Is it president or chair?
Well, they say president, it just sounds way too important. Chair would be nicer.
Okay. Okay, but we'll let you be president until,
I say interim, then it doesn't sound as scary.
oh, okay.
It sounds temporary.
Yeah. Like you can change your mind if you want.
Exactly, you got that right.
Well, thank you for that report.
You're welcome.
And I'm so glad to hear that you have some new members and you
Fresh
hope to
blood.
have more.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. That'll make it easier for you to fundraise and do the
Exactly.
things you need to do.
Start fresh.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Okay, so the next thing on the agenda is the reports from Liz and the assistant director. So Liz, you've got the floor.
Thank you. I'm also going to be doing the outreach report as well. They're very busy upstairs. And there's my screen. Okay. So January was a very busy month for us. We were very fortunate to have received $5,000 from the Henry Vincent Cooper Foundation for the Energy Assistance Fund that we have. And we received $2,500 from the Gore Foundation for Energy Assistance.
Which one?
Gore,
Gore?
G-O-R-E, yep.
Okay.
So those are going before the select board tonight for approval. And we are very thankful for everyone supporting the Energy Assistance Fund, especially when it's been so very cold and then very mild, but then very cold again. I wanted to announce that the phone upstairs is ringing off the hook and going to my cell phone. Sorry about that. Again, if you need a ride to town meeting, just call our dispatching line, flip over your broadcaster, it's on the back, and our driver Neil would be happy to get you there because it's a very important meeting. In terms of our outreach numbers, up on the screen is our annual comparison between FY22 and FY23 month by month. So outreach logged lots of calls last month, 535, over 60, under 60, 143. We provided 135 rides to people in the community, and we had 694 event and activity and program sign-ins.
When you say 535 outreach, that is for, maybe you could give a little update, like
Sure.
what happens why do people call outreach, and what are some of the things that we help people with?
Sure. I have a little breakdown here. So out of those 535 calls, we saw they received phone calls or drop-ins or walk-ins or emails from 173 unique people. So that's people coming in and just counting them once for whatever they're coming in for. They might come in for a fuel assistance application and then in conversation think about applying for SNAP and then come back the next day. And that's where we do the duplicate counting, which is the 535 number that you see. So every time we assist with something, that's what you see on this top line here. So that was 173 unique individuals, 22%, which were under the age of 60. Our most popular thing last month was 66 unique people for fuel assistance who came in. 16 people borrowed medical equipment, 10 people came in for housing application help, 18 people needed food resources. So when I say 18 people needed food resources, they could have come to us once a week, every week in that entire month, but we just counted them once in that count. So it's busy. It's busy. There were 83 separate unique programs held last month. Our office has just been plugging along.
And now we're gonna start the tax program too, right?
Yep, Tony Jasinski is our tax preparation expert. He's been trained by AARP as well. He's doing appointments every Friday morning from 9 to 12, and he started the week before last, and they're filling up fast. If you need assistance, you can call our office and get on the schedule. Moving on, another thing that we're working on, there is a resident, Hank, who is turning 100 years old next month. We have cards and buckets of cards throughout the building where you can write him a birthday card. We're
Nice
giving him
idea.
100 cards for his 100th birthday. We're
Really
not doing a big celebration, just keeping it low-key for him. And then the next thing on my list is for the senior center update, but I can hold that until later in the agenda, unless.
Well, I just wanted to put it out there I don't think a lot of people understand how much outreach does and how many different things they do. They do the oil, they do the rent, they do food, they do travel. I mean, we give an awful lot and spend an awful lot of time. And the two ladies that are up there now are working very hard. And I think that has a lot to do with our director, getting things out there. And it's important that everybody understand what she does and what our outreach department does. That there's a lot going on. And it's not always visual. So people don't realize the extent. So that's the outreach. So now the assistant director, that might be Nicole over there.
Okay, so I just have a couple quick things. I wanted to let everyone know that we've been awarded 2 cultural council grants. One for Tommy Rull, who's coming in May, who has been here before, and another for Roger Tinkle, who is going to perform music from Elvis and the Everly Brothers this summer. So just a few updates on what's coming up. RAD is returning in April. We have a St. Patrick's Day luncheon hosted by River Court. Restaurant Hoppers started last month. We had a successful first trip with 14 people attended. This is going to continue monthly. The Romeo group will also continue on Fridays, and we are adding a Juliet group, which is for
Good.
women. So it will be on the opposite Fridays. And then we also have, we have a Red Sox opening day celebration coming up with hot dogs on the grill. We have a former sports writer, Howie Newman, who is coming to do songs, trivia. Another trip to the Concord Art Museum. The first trip was very successful. People really enjoyed it. Music history with John Clark is going to continue. We have a watercolor workshop, a spaghetti supper, a trip to a local art studio for a painting workshop, dance classes, summer picnic lunches, a Belgian waffle breakfast, monthly lunch and learn opportunities, monthly foot care clinics with our new foot care nurse, Christine, and quarterly hearing screenings with Dr. Megan Ford. And other stuff that I'm not going to tell you because I'm going to let you be surprised.
Wow, that's a lot. You're really working hard with your programs and digging deep. And we all appreciate it, but the town needs to know and what you're doing so they can take part in a lot of that.
Yes, we'd love to have everyone.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
I'm running out of space in the newsletter.
Well, tell people to be a little more concise in their articles.
The Super Bowl party was very good.
That was
page.
fun.
Yes, that was good. That
It
was
was
a good
really
time.
nice.
So all of you that missed it, that's too bad. You better pay attention and come to the next one. And you're going to talk about the senior center now?
Yes. Okay. So the latest on the senior center, we're in the stage where we are going through the building, roof to underground, looking at what we can value engineer and bring the cost down wherever we can. The main focus has been on the kitchen right now. Going room by room, the kitchen has a lot of equipment in it. The current price tag is about $190,000 for
Just the kitchen.
the kitchen with all the bells and whistles and everything that is on our wish list. So Gail Dalton, our kitchen manager, and myself, the architects are OPM Brian Fors, and the architect's electrical engineer had a meeting where we went through each appliance in the kitchen, everything that was labeled, going through what is a wish list item, what is an absolute must-have, what is a need. And we did identify some areas where we can bring over some of the equipment from our current kitchen, if we needed to, and have it be reused in the new building. Is it ideal? No, we'd love to have everything, shiny and new, but if we have perfectly fine, functioning equipment, we can bring that over as well. So no major concern about having to slash and cut, nothing like that, but we did identify some areas to bring down the cost and things that we can move over into fundraising items. There's some things in the specs that were like really nice. We'd love to have like an ice machine. We can put a grate in the floor and get an ice machine at a later date. We don't need it immediately. I also have plans to talk with Sandra and the friends about where we can do some major fundraising together in terms of maybe just focusing on the kitchen, but that will come. We'll work on that together. And that's where we are with the senior center.
And you've got a lot of ideas on how you can reach out to the community to get fundraising going too, right? You would talk to the lady in Groton to get ideas?
Yep, the former director in Groton, Kathy Shelp, who is now in North Andover, sent over all of her packets that she used for fundraising, all of her sheets and information, and Sandra and I have had some great conversations about how we can team up and contact local businesses and see if we can get the ball rolling on some sponsorships.
Very good.
and donations. Yeah.
Yep, I like to see that teamwork.
We want to see it too.
Mm-hmm.
We found that giving the opportunity to have things named in your building,
Right.
they clamor.
Yeah.
They'll fight over it.
Really?
A chance to, if you walk in the library, you'll see this reading corner is named for somebody.
Right.
And they had no problem getting people to sign up to
Yeah.
sponsor.
I think that's, Sandra, you said that to me the other day. If somebody has something specific that they
Yeah.
know they're working
And
or
I
donating
met with
towards.
the woman from Acton,
Mhm.
Friends. She said recognition and acknowledgement was number one when they were planning their senior center.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So,
And I think too, the bricks,
yep.
buy a brick
exactly. She was talking about that project. as
all the
well.
way around the front of the building or whatever. Yeah, I think that's a good idea too. Yeah. Okay, so going on to board member updates. Do you have an update?
No.
You don't? Okay, does anybody else?
I got one.
Okay, go ahead, David.
Well, just let everybody know that we had a chance, or I had a chance, other people did too. I had a chance to go through the course on being learning how to be a dementia friend, right, with Dementia Friends USA. So we took the long course, and I, among one or two others, became certified, right, to run a class, an informational type thing. I don't know if I will, but we'll see about that.
Maybe we can do it together.
Yeah. Perhaps, perhaps.
Well, you took one step further than I did. I didn't take the class to be certified to teach. I just took the class to learn what was going on and get certified.
So it was very informative.
Very, very informative. And everybody on the board should definitely take it. And anybody that's listening on TV, you should take it as well. And I think, Liz, didn't you say the more participation in the town, the better, because what happens?
Oh, we can become accredited to be a dementia-friendly community.
Okay. So that's another step we can kind of aim for. That would mean schools, police, and fire all take part in it, and churches, and really get everybody involved. So, good ideas. That was my update, so thank you for stealing my update. I don't have anything else.
There was still, nobody had anything else, okay. Is there anybody else that had up?
Does anybody else have an update? Does Lorelei have an update?
No updates here.
Okay, thank you. Is there any public input?
Nobody in the audience.
Okay. Wow. That's a short meeting.
That's very short.
We needed a vote to accept the director's reports.
Oh, thank you, that's right. We do need a vote to accept the director and the assistant director and outreach coordinator reports.
So moved.
Second.
I made it easy.
Sue moved and
Second.
I moved.
Ann Lee second.
That was,
All in favors? Ann Lee?
Aye.
Jean?
Aye.
Dave?
Aye.
Aye.
Marilyn? Aye. Lorelei?
Yes.
And one extra vote. And Anita's yes, so that's unanimous. I can't believe the meeting is over.
I can't either.
That was
No.
Very fast.
very fast. But,
We need a motion to adjourn if you think we're over.
well, I just want to make sure that nobody else has
Right.
anything they want to talk about.
Anita, I don't know where it would fit, but, you know, Amy's in charge of a caregivers meeting that meets once a month for people with all kinds of dementia, which isn't just Alzheimer's, but it can be Alzheimer's, it can be Parkinson's,
Right.
it can be aphasia, it can be all of these. And she brings in people from other areas, and it is a phenomenal program. And, you know, just mention it so that maybe anyone else that's a caregiver would want to attend one of those meetings.
It's important that we do have caregiver meetings on different things so that we can have monthly meetings or bi-weekly meetings, so
It-
the caregivers get a chance to get away a little bit, but still learn how
It's-
they can be better caregivers.
It's once a
and-
month, and it's a different topic each month.
Mhm.
And Amy just does a fantastic job. The two most recent ones were done by Bridges, and they have done, of course, they are a memory care
Right.
organization, but they are really good.
Is,
The next caregiver group is
22nd.
the 22nd in the Senior Diner, 6 PM, hosted by Amy and Senior Care Advisors. What's nice about it is each time we have a caregiver group, dinner is provided. So you can come share a meal, share your stories, your wins, your losses, your whatever is going on in your life. So 22nd is the next one.
And call, I believe you call Amy.
Yep.
Amy to make sure to get on it because they do need the exact head count.
Nita?
Yes.
Just to go along with that, before COVID struck us, the Baptist Church had a memory cafe.
Oh, that's right.
And once COVID hit, we disbanded for everybody's safety. And we're now starting to talk about getting it up and going again. And it was once a month on a Saturday at like 10 o'clock in the morning. And we did things like crafts and had people come in singing and dancing and whatever. We had a puppeteer and so just if you know folks who would benefit from a memory cafe, you could get in touch with me and let me know, because we're sort of starting from scratch again to get this going, so,
That's a wonderful idea.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember when that was
I
going.
remember when it was there, yeah.
Yeah, it was
Only I
going there.
didn't need it then.
Things change though, don't they?
Yep.
They do,
Yeah.
because we're not 20 anymore.
No, none of us are 20 anymore. I went line dancing this morning, put on by COA, so I know I'm not 20 anymore.
Yeah, I tried that once before the pandemic hit, and I knew I wasn't either. I don't have the breathing capacity for it.
It's tough.
Well, somebody came today, but she didn't take part.
Danced a little.
Hmm?
I danced a little.
You danced a little,
Just a
yes.
little.
And there were more people that came this week than were there last week.
That was a big group.
We got another 3 people to join.
Oh, wow.
And another one that's coming,
Yeah.
only she forgot to come.
No, I just couldn't fit everything in.
And you got a noise complaint because you were having too much fun down there.
Oh, is that what happened? Is that why you came down? Because we were making too much noise? I do think sometimes her microphone is up a little loud, and yet it kind of echoes in that room.
It does.
Yeah, so maybe you'll have to talk to her about that.
A year from now, we'll be in our new building.
That's right. That's right.
Well, if there is nothing else going on, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll move to adjourn at 3:30.
Marilyn makes a motion,
A second?
seconded by Jean. And we'll do a roll call. Marilyn?
Yes.
Sue?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Jean?
Yes.
Anne-Lee?
Yes.
Lorelei?
Yes.
And Anita is a yes. We are officially adjourned.